And the way to audit SEO is to see the quality of the links being built. There's no hiding these sorts of things. Hey Scott,
Hey
here.
Dennis, how are you?
Good afternoon. Ready for a little auditing?
Good, I'm ready. I think I am at least.
Well, I think you're doing great. Is someone doing your SEO for you and building links?
Uh, yes, right now. So I've obviously have some history, been working on it for a while, and I recently, as of maybe 8 or 9 months ago, had someone do an infographic and then do some link building behind that infographic.
Yeah.
That's basically what we did this past year. So
Okay. Cool. So I've run a bunch of reports. I want to walk you through them, see what you think.
okay.
Why do you have these two sites, Louisville Real Estate and Selling Greater
So
Louisville?
selling Greater Louisville should be 301 into LouisvilleRealEstate.com.
Okay. And I think you have two GMBs.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I
Okay.
shouldn't, but if they exist, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. Well, let me show you a couple components here. Actually, let's start with the site. Have you used any SEO tools? Are you familiar with looking at like DR, backlinks, the keywords you rank on, that kind of thing?
Very little, and I have no context on what the numbers are going to mean. I have a 7-year-old daughter, and about the time she was born, I really had to step out of doing my own stuff, and the site's kind of been on autopilot since then, except for that last about 9 months ago, like I said. Everything else I did on it, I did it by myself, and I did use a few things at that time. We did HRFs and some SEMrush stuff, but the numbers right now, I'm not going to have enough context to know if it's good or bad.
Okay. Well, I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
So for a Louisville real estate agent, 30 plus is about where I'd expect you to be. Obviously, there's guys that are higher that have larger teams and they have higher quality links, but the 32, I think of it as like the sum of the power of all the juice that's coming from these links, these
Okay.
referring links. And even if you're ranking on a ton of great keywords, which I'll show you, I want to see whether those links came from black hat, meaning tricky sort of, tricking Google sorts of techniques or things that are legit. So you can see that you rank, of course, on your name and you rank on a bunch of these geo terms, which is great. And you're ranking number one on a lot of these terms that are low keyword difficulty,
Yeah.
which I'd expect. And with the 32, that you should easily be able to dominate on all these ones that are green. So this is awesome. The links that are coming in are pretty clean as well. So the fact you got your personal brand on Scott Hack drives a little bit of traffic. You have a lot of good signals, Kentucky this and Kentucky that. So we're looking for non-spam sites and ones that are going to either pass the signal of Louisville or real estate, one of those two. So either the geo or the category. So, this is legit. Louisville blogs. You have a lot of directory listings, which is good. So this is probably what your SEO folks are doing, which is driving citations. I'd expect that, this looks legit. The articles look pretty decent. I think there's some, if I remember correctly, some stuff that looked a little weird. Let's see. You've got a lot of these links. Oh, like some of these are a little weird, but I'm not worried about this. Like standard diamonds doesn't look, this could have just been scraped and generated. But if we go a little further, actually, let's go look at the most recent links. And the way to audit SEO is to see the quality of the links being built. There's no hiding these sorts of things. So there's stuff that's been happening in just the last, few days. You can see this is good. If we look at this value walk, DR78, it's really high. Whoever Louisville blogs is. And let's look at this one. You can't tell if it's generated by ChatGPT or auto generated, but that's
Yeah.
fine. It's got actually, maps and things like that in here.
Yeah. That bottom. So that's part of the infographics there at the bottom that we had
Okay.
created. So this is part of that infographic campaign that we did.
Oh, this. Okay.
No, it's down below that.
Oh,
Right
oh,
there.
there. This one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I think this fits what Google would call helpful content. The Bourbon Trail and gambling and horse racing and
Yeah.
Brown Foreman and all that. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, sports. That's great. Okay. So your map results are for finish line. Have you seen stuff like this, map grids?
Yes, but I don't. I've never used any tools that generate it, but I have an understanding it's geographic, the location. So I'm ranking on the map really close, but not anything outside of really close, huh?
Yeah, you've seen it. You know this, right? So
Yeah.
you're way out here east, but things with Louisville, you're not. So part of it is that the location for finish line is listed over here. So what a lot of people do in competitive markets like real estate and locksmith is they'll set up an office downtown in the city center and then point a bunch of links to that GMB, and
Okay.
then you can rank on other sorts of keywords as well. So I think your site's great. This is one of the best I've seen in a long time. Your SEO guy is, your listings look great. It's based on, well, there's a few that need to be claimed here, but your name, address, and phone need to be exactly the same. Is Justin Howell one of your people?
Yes, he is.
So this one is listed with him and a different phone number. Some of these other ones are missing, but it's not like you need to be on all these. You'd probably just tell your guy to pay the $10 a month for Yext
Okay.
or White Spark or one of these other tools just to update all the other directories just to pass more citations. I think what's the thing I could get you on? You maybe need a few more reviews. I don't know. Is this correct? The reviews that you have?
I think it shows 10. Yeah.
Okay. So review frequency or velocity in the last, well, they say 6 months here, but really it's last 3 months. That's important also for your local ranking. So this not being in the city center and not having a lot of recent reviews, why this is occurring.
Okay. I'm going to make an assumption that more reviews is better, but I mean, is this few of 2 or 3 a month enough to keep the velocity to where
Yeah.
we would? Okay.
Well, it depends on how competitive it is. So if we
Okay.
do, I used to call it Louisville. Now I know Louisville.
Yeah. You got to say it like you got marbles in your mouth.
Yeah. So the AI generated stuff is coming. Google's doing this. It's not going to be the 10 blue links anymore because they're moving to, because of chat GPT and that whole kind of thing. So it's going to be hard to beat these guys.
Yeah.
Map results, when they show the map, that's 25% of search results. You can see that Google's moving towards showing these generative AI things, with rich snippets, with pictures and videos and other kinds of information, not just regular links. So these other guys, you can see like DR 80, 74, 85. These guys,
Yeah.
you guys are pretty big. Ads. Are you running LSA?
I am, but I was telling someone probably 2 or 3 months ago, like I either screwed something up with my answer or, said that too many of them were spam calls or my budget is off, but I haven't gotten a single call in probably 3 or 4 months.
Well, that's not right. Then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Is your LSA more than your LSA account, not your GMB, more than 3 years old?
We probably set it up. I don't know. It'd be 2 to 3 years old.
You might consider making a new one, not a
Okay.
new GMB, but a new LSA because they changed things around and they didn't say it publicly, but it's the old one. It doesn't work, but you're right. You've got to answer all the calls, not robo answer, real answer, and you have to mark the leads. And if you do that and set the budget right and don't have overlapping geographic areas, then that'll be your dominant play on Google
Okay.
because LSA is at the top. Obviously, we don't even consider it part of PPC. We consider it an extension of LSA. But the other part is that your LSA, actually, what the thing that's hurting your LSA is your GMB is weak.
Because of the
So
lack of reviews.
yeah, so that's because LSA or ads is basically pushing your GMB.
Okay.
So reviews and filling it out completely and all that. And there's your SEO guy should be working on that because that's 25% of the search results that you're not getting.
All they're
And
doing for me is basically the is link building to that specific infographic that we built, and then like that one you saw for the Kentucky Colonels, that was actually
yeah,
just something I did recently. It was just
oh,
a directory purchase I made because I'm a member.
okay.
So
That's
um,
great then. Yeah. Then do
yeah,
more of that. Any local signal like that, any donations that you make, local charities,
yeah.
whatever you're involved in to try to get real links, guest blog posting with other folks. Yeah. So there's like no information here on this one, but you probably want to do this for claim your personal brand and all the other team members you have. Do it for
Okay,
finish
so
line.
um, this I'm wondering if this is what you're saying about the two ones because so I do have, and I just left this out there because I didn't think it was hurting anything, but there is that Scott Hack Realtor, and then there's Finish Line Realty has its own
Uh huh.
um, my business too. So our Google page.
This one, okay, yeah, here it is. But there's you haven't filled this out. Like fill out the Q&A, fill out the services,
Okay.
respond to all reviews, add in a ton of pictures.
Okay.
There's yeah, you got to add in all the other profiles that are tied to it.
Okay.
And at least, you're ranking number one for this very specific term, and you're getting the 4 site links, which is good. I think on your site you're missing the social links, video, and other components. Are you? I think you are. Yeah. So you got to put all this other stuff here. Also, the Sierra Interactive guys, this is a parasitic link. This is what people who build websites will often do. They link
Yeah.
to themselves at the bottom, but that's a no-no. They know that. Oh, there's some typos on your profile. Oh, another thing too. Where's the typos that I was seeing in here? I think there's some that's like Finnish is spelled F, like Finnish is in like Norway, Sweden, Finland,
Okay.
Finnish in some places. Some of the links that are done. And
I'll
then,
look
yeah, when
through.
you're looking at each of your agents, that's good that you have a profile for each of them. Have each of them, you just have more information on each of them, especially if you can put a video. And where you can put video everywhere is going to help you rank
Okay.
better here. And so you see on these keywords that you're ranking for, SERP features,
Yep.
you're getting, images and site links, which maybe is helping with your infographic, but there's no video showing up in any of these. So anything that you're ranking well, any, neighborhood real estate agent near me, or other sorts of geo-modified terms, Louisville real estate, you moved up one, good. You're only getting one or two of these SERP features. Do you know what I mean by the SERP features?
Yeah.
Like showing up with multiple,
Yeah.
and it just video is the easiest way. And then from video, you can take pictures and blog posts and social media and all that kind of stuff, which is what we teach as part of the Content Factory. Yeah, so I think your site's good. I think whatever you're doing the SEO, so that's
Yeah.
good.
But like I said, I took a big break because I haven't done much in the past 6 years, really. And I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to
But
get
you don't
back
need
into
to.
it. So,
But the way you do SEO now, Scott, is you're building relationships. Good real estate agents are
yeah.
people oriented, and they know the neighborhoods, and they're constantly showing who they're with. It's generating referrals. The maybe you see Daryl Isaacs and you take a picture with him. Like all these different sorts of ways are sending a great signal.
Okay.
And if you have sponsorships or whatnot, then show the organizations that you're working with, and then that's going to enhance your location service pages. So you have all these different neighborhoods. This one you're ranking the best on. But St. Matthews is to the east, like 20 minutes.
Yeah. From downtown. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to Louisville many times. I've been to Brown Forman many times.
I was gonna say you brought up Daryl Isaacs. I was like, you have to have some local knowledge to know who he is.
Oh yeah, Daryl Isaacs and I are buddies. And then you want to have. I'm more of an introvert, but when you're not trying to be Gary Vaynerchuk or the paparazzi, but if you have opportunities to meet other people, or you thought, what is it, the hot whatever sandwich at the Brown,
Yeah.
or all these sorts of things, you want to just take little pictures, little 15-second videos and pictures and all that. So when Daryl and I are having food, or we're making videos or whatever it is, this is all being captured on now he's got a big place in Florida too, so that's actually, let's do. So we're at let's see, we celebrated my birthday, we went to that steakhouse, someone downtown. Oh,
Got a
there's a
fruit cake,
bottle of
maybe.
Pappy. Is it Pappy? We had some of that. So anyway, if you this is all coming off my phone, and here, what is this, Woodford? We're having
Yep.
some Woodford, and Daryl and I are talking about that, right? And this is, you can see where this is. This is at his office, right? So if you and your agents are just capturing this on their iPhone, you just pay $10 a month for Google Photos. Google's got all these services. Most people have never heard of it. They think they know Google, but the Google's many things, right? You pay $10 a month here, and then all the stuff that's categorized is Daryl Isaacs or Louisville, or name an activity, or name a thing, or name a food, or name anything, something.
Uh, like pizza.
Pizza. So this is all auto categorized. No one needs to do anything, because I don't have time to go in and categorize pizza. Like, I'm just take pictures as you go, little pictures and videos as you go. All right. So I had pizza a few days ago. Right. You can see all this pizza. I've had pizza in Italy. Pizza, all different kinds. This is not pizza. This is an apple pie. So Google messed that up. This is
Yeah.
Costco's apple pie. But you can see, right? That's not correct. But it's not bad.
Yeah. No,
Like
I
most of these
understand
are
why.
pizza.
Yeah.
You understand the AI is doing all this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now if you've got an article about the best pizza in Louisville, have I had pizza in Louisville? Of course I've had pizza in Louisville.
Have you
I
been
think
in
with
Pell's
Dr. Karen
areas?
Freeberg at U of L. We've done a lot of stuff with U of L. And yeah, there's me and Dr. Karen Freeberg, who's the #1 social media professor.
Yeah.
She teaches all the other social media professors, and we're having pizza, and it's at whatever this place is,
Yeah.
right? So you see how you could take any content that you have, and let's look at the blog. You can enrich this. You can go after the fact. You can go look at this. Okay, so you got a lot of these listicles. It's not bad. The 10 best that you understand what a listicle is.
Yeah.
So most of the pictures and videos you have are stock art. This does not look like a house in Louisville. And
It
let's just see.
depends.
I mean, all right, let's just say. So these guys, when we look in Google, where else is this being shown? All these other places is using the same image, right? So is it bad? It's not like a penalty, but
But localize it.
you want to send a real signal to
Yeah.
Google. Otherwise, because there's so many auto-generated ChatGPT, whatever things that are just, like auto,
Yeah.
you know how like ChatGPT can just like generate all this garbage, right?
No, that's an easy tweak. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what I'd like to do is just start inserting real things like this and have a VA full time on the team that just goes through all this stuff and just starts fixing these and makes them nicer. You don't have internal links between these ones. So even though the site's got a 32, the blogs carry no traffic and rank on nothing because you're not linking to any of them. Maybe you're linking out. Are you? No, you're not even linking out.
Some
See?
of them, but yeah, that one's not one.
Yeah. Buying a new home. I don't know, whatever it is. So obviously the categories are parks. That's cool. I can see you're trying to categories and tags are how you use,
Yeah.
WordPress. Find the perfect home for your pets. All of these articles, even if they're old, especially this one, you can go in and update them, and Google will notice that.
Okay.
Right. So let's see. This is what, 4 years old? Where to put the emphasis when evaluating a home? Okay. So is this helpful so far?
Yeah.
How'd you hear about me, by the way? Or what was it that
Um,
inspired you
so
to?
I am part, or I'm like, actually, I should rephrase that. I'm connected with Casey.
Oh,
And
okay.
I can't remember pronounce his last name. Um, but he did basically a share or repost of the challenge you did for making a donation to the faceless
Invisible
nonprofit.
people. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so I did the donation,
Thank you for that. Okay.
and I
So
noticed that
this.
we I don't know, I'm sure when it's someone new, I checked Facebook or checked Google and noticed
Uh-huh.
we had some friends in common that I respected in digital marketing and SEO spaces. So I was like, oh, he
Yeah.
knows what he's talking about. So
I hope I do. Hopefully I prove it instead of saying it. So let's see. We have how many friends we have in common? Wow, 17. Okay.
so Brian actually is the one doing the infographic work for me.
Okay. I've known Brian forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Brian's great. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. The infographic stuff's good. Even better is going to be these little videos and then just distributing these videos everywhere. That's the biggest recommendation I would have because then that's going to power all your agents. I mean, your agents are going around, listings, meeting people. Like those are great opportunities just to collect better quality pictures and videos because the rest of it's going to be auto generated. Like everything's moving towards Google knows that this whole world's about to be or is already being astroturfed, if you know what I mean, with all this AI stuff, right?
yeah,
So when I do a search for them or your name, at least an entity does show up. Well, there's these other Scott hacks, but there's your LinkedIn is there as your #1, which is good and bad. But there's your site doesn't seem to show, and then there's not. There you are. But if you just started posting pictures and videos on your socials and have your socials connect in, I think you have probably enough prominence just about the trigger knowledge panel. So if you've Googled me, right?
I don't know if I did or not, to be honest with you. I checked social
Yeah.
first.
Okay. Well, social's great too. So you want to hit the share button on the bottom center? I'm gonna show you. So that way it's on your because
Yeah,
your Google's gonna be different than mine. And then just Google me. All right. So you see before you press enter. All right. I
I saw
already
your picture.
showed.
Yeah, in the
Yeah. So the entity is there.
yeah,
You see that on the right there, that whole thing there?
yeah,
Yeah. So people are going to Google you, but anytime people do business, the majority for anything, they're going to want to Google who you are to see like, are you legit? And before they come to your website. So I consider this one of the most powerful parts of SEO, personal SEO. They're going to Google Finish Line Realty. They're going to Google all these other components. So that knowledge panel is what you see there on the right side. You can think of it as kind of like a GMB in a way.
yeah.
and it shows my profiles and who the other people are like that. And then you can see they put Twitter. There's that whole card of all your latest tweets. They put that at the top, and then below they're going to show all these, all the social pieces that you tie together, your top videos, other things that they're going to find. And you see the PAA. People also ask, what is $1 a day, and who's the SEO Blitz metric? So this is all tied back to me, right?
Yeah.
So you want to show something like that.
Is the is this is pulling from just general other stuff it's connecting, or is this something you've answered in a panel that it's able to pull that in?
No, I don't have to. This is automatically generated
Okay.
where they see that when people are searching for me, like this literally is, just like you type in Louisville real estate. Well, people will search for this, homes in, whatever neighborhood. They also search for what's the average value and what are the best schools, and that's they look at it based on traffic. So if you run our dollar a day strategy, then you're letting Google see, like, well, people are looking at what are the 10 fanciest homes in Louisville. They're the best schools, or like all the things that you have. So I would do dollar a day against your best blog posts,
Okay.
and that will help impact PAA and also show your name and your agent's names up at the top when people search for them. So, I'd buy all of their domain names just to help you from an SEO standpoint.
Yeah.
Cool.
We just and that's actually,
I've got a big webinar in 2 minutes. Yeah.
so this is, I mean, this is the only thing that we started doing with our name domains. Is it's there's really no content on there hardly to index, but
Yeah. So just put more pictures and videos,
okay.
and just like what I was showing you, right? You just have it on the phone, then have an internal VA or whatever, push that out there. We teach that as part of the content factory. So I
Okay.
think the course is like a couple $100. Just have someone go through, not you. I mean, you go through it to understand it, but you have just someone do it. It's a function. It's an ongoing thing, not a, one-off project.
Yeah.
It's just good for branding, PR, SEO, social media. It's all the same thing. Ties into
When
that.
you finish up with your next thing, if you could shoot me a note about that, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
I
I'll
appreciate
do
it.
that.
I don't want to make you late to the next thing. I appreciate it.
Awesome, Scott. You're the best.
All right, be good.
Thank you.